Right, hello lads and lasses and welcome back to Boys Down Under, where today, I know, shocker, 2 videos in a row, it isn't the norm, but we have to make exceptions. But the lads take on Hibernian at Celtic Park and we are going to cover it today. Before we go any further though, if you guys are enjoying the content, you want to help support the channel, the very best way to do so is to click that like button and click the other subscribe button, most importantly subscribe button. But without further ado, let's get into it. So, must-win game. You guys know the drill. Wrong the rights, right the wrongs of midweek. So let's have a look at this. 3 p.m. kickoff in the UK, 1 a.m. kickoff here in Sydney. So I will be up till 3 a.m. for this fixture and hopefully going to sleep with 3 points secured. But Celtic, of course, the league leaders, head into this match with 3 losses and 2 wins in our last 5 matches in all competitions. So shaky form, however. 2 of those 3 losses have come at the hands of RB Leipzig. The other loss at the hands of St. Mirren. Not really a gap in quality there, I'd say. I think pretty even competition. As for Hibs, though, they have showed up this season and currently hold down 3rd place in the league. In their last 5 games, they have won 4 and only lost 1. That 1 loss coming most recently against Dundee United. As for injuries and suspensions, the away team see Kevin Nisbet out on the sidelines, so too Rocky Bashiri. As for Celtic, we boast a few notable outages. Firstly, the most important one, Jota, of course, he is out, and Ange has said he hasn't been training, but he does hope for him to get back into training next week prior to the Motherwell fixture. However, it may come too soon, so we most likely will see him on the weekend against Hearts, I believe it is. Or it might, I'm pretty sure it is Hearts. Anyways, we also are without David Turnbull, who picked up a knock in training, and Stephen Welsh for that matter as well. As for Carl Starfelt, I don't really need to mention him, but I will say, because Ange gave an injury update, it is still weeks away for Carl. Don't expect him back anytime soon, and looks like we'll be running the centre-back pairing of Jens and Carter Vickers, which nicely leads us into the lineup prediction. Gotta love the lineup prediction. Now, this lineup, I am warning, may feature a few unlikely decisions by myself. Probably won't see this lineup, but I am predicting it because I do feel we need to make some changes prior to our midweek game against Motherwell, because cup fixture, and will make, I think, quite a few rotations for that match, but he can't make them all in just that match because we will get knocked out. So he needs to make a few today and a few midweek. So that's what I've accounted for in this lineup, as you will see. No more time wasting. Let's get into it. So, of course, Joe Hart in between the sticks. Sorry for that, something fell. Then at right back, Josip Juranovic. Then at the 2 centre backs, CCV and Moritz Jens. Then at left back, of course, Greg Taylor. Into the midfield trio, I'm going for Oliver Abildgaard, Rayo and Haksabanovic. Then into the front 3 yet again, couple of unexpected decisions. Jamesy Forrest, Jacko Marcus and Liel Abada. So I do have some explaining to do, fair enough. The first one, noticeably, would be a build guard for O'Reilly. Despite me, singing O'Reilly's praises in yesterday's video, it's simple, squad rotation. Matt deserves rest, and actually prior to this video, I did a coin flip to decide who would be rested between him and Rio Hatate, and well, it landed on Matt O'Reilly, and thinking about it, it kind of makes sense. Who would I rather start? Who would I rather be more fresh for a midweek fixture at night at Fir Park? I think the obvious answer there is Matt O'Reilly. Next choice I made that may cause a few eyebrows to raise is Jacko Marcus for Kyogo. This is down to the fact that Hibs have an informed Ryan Porteous at the back end. Is a very physical, he is a physical presence, the Scotsman, so we're going to need to match that with another physical presence. Now, you can argue we can beat that physicality with speed, but I do think Jacko Marcus is warranted a start, especially after last week against St. Johnstone. He was poor for most of the match. He did get the winner, but I do think he deserves a bit more match time, to be completely honest. And the final decision was Jamesy Forrest for Dyson Maeda. Probably not going to happen. That is probably the least likely of the 3 to happen. But give Jamesy a run, surely. I get it. Ange wants to send a message with Dyson Maeda that we're going to stick with him, but give Jamesy a run. You know, Dyson, he needs a rest, I think. I do think that is warranted. Come back a bit fresher midweek. Anyways, now we have the final score prediction, and against an informed Hibs, if this match was at Easter Road, I'd be a tad concerned. However, it isn't. It's at Celtic Park, where everything seems to go so swimmingly for Celtic. And 3 points, of course, are very crucial because we don't have long left until the league breaks for the World Cup. We have 6 more fixtures, including this one against Hibs. And 18 points from those 6 fixtures is absolutely crucial, you know. And we have a couple of hard fixtures coming up. We travel to the Tony Mac to play Livingston. We travel to Tynecastle to play Hearts. But it is doable. And looking at this Hibs game with the difficult run of fixtures following this, I do believe 3 points here is completely necessary. You know, it's a difficult team, but the fact we're playing at home, 3 points at home is always necessary. You know, you have to win your home games to win the league. And Celtic, I believe we only lost 1 home game last. Oh, I think we dropped points at home last season. I can't remember losing at home though last season. Maybe we did. Maybe I'm waffling, but still, it is doable. 3 points here. I think it's very necessary. You know, Hibs, their defence this season has been out of this world. I was speaking about Ryan Porteous earlier, but Hibs have only conceded 3 more goals than Celtic so far this season and are on equal goals conceded as Rangers. So that is a big stat, a huge stat. So it's going to be hard to break down the defence of Hibs, but at the same time, they do lack a lot of potency in attack. So it shouldn't be too hard of a day for our defensive line. Although if we do get caught off guard, we have to be ready for that. Anyways, their attack, like I said, does lack potency, but they do have a danger man in Martin Boyle. But Celtic have danger men all over the field. You know, it seems like it's going to be a very cagey affair. You know, it's not going to be as if we're playing against every single player behind the ball, but it feels like we're going to come up against a very stout defense who are more than happy to play. Actually, now I say it, I do think we're going to come up against a team that are more than happy to just try and play counter-attacking football, albeit I don't think they will try and throw everyone behind the ball, but leave a couple, 2 or 3 players up top to give themselves numbers advantages on the counter-attack. Anyways, for Celtic, look, I just beg we get all 3 points, and I beg we put in a convincing performance, you know. Please, score your chances. Score the chances. Oh, please do it. You know, I'm so sick of coming on the channel and talking about every single game, how we've scrutinized so many chances. Scrutinized? That isn't the word. My English is lacking. I just completed English at high school. I never have to do English again. So please forgive me if I do let English take a back seat and see just a pure example right there. Anyways, rather, I just want to be able to sleep easy at 3 a.m. and not go to bed knowing we have dropped points and Rangers have a chance to equal us the day after. I think the lads, though, will know how important 3 points is. Send out a statement. Go on and win. I'm predicting a 2-0 win. I think Hibs will cause us a lot of problems in attack, but shouldn't trouble us too much in defence. But that is all from me. So if you guys did enjoy the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave in the comments below your final score prediction, and until next time, hail, hail.